Hello, everyone. I'm Brandon Hodnett. Welcome back to Return to Play. Today, I'm talking with Horace Shew from the Swarthmore College men's swimming team. Horace, how's it going?
It's going great.
And Horace, you're calling in from Swarthmore. How are things on campus?
It's pretty good. It's a little hot and quite humid, but have the AC on in my room, so doing all right.
That's good. Now, Horace, first thing I want to ask you is, how did you find out about Swarthmore? What factors influenced you coming to school here?
Yeah, so when I was in high school, one of my older friends actually came and swam here at Swarthmore. That's how I heard about it, and then um, the college application process. You send a bunch of applications to a bunch of schools, see where you land. Um, I was in contact with Karin. Probably didn't do the best job of staying in contact with her, but she was really nice about it. And when I came on my visit, everyone was super nice and really felt like I felt like a family here.
Oh, that's awesome. And so you decided to come to Swarthmore. What are you currently studying in school?
I study math, so I have a major in math, and then I'm a classics minor.
Okay. And are you in your junior year now or going into your senior year?
Rising senior, so
Rising
this next
senior.
year is my last one.
Wow. So, you know, you, so March 2020, everything shuts down. What was going on for you at that time in school? Let's go back to that moment.
Yeah, so I was hanging out with my teammates in Florida. We were like doing all these fun things. We went to like Disney World and stuff, and we get the email that we're not going to be coming back. So I think I headed home back to Chicago, and really was just waiting for the announcement that we would get to come back for the rest of my sophomore year. That obviously didn't happen. So it's sort of just processing what's going on, what's the plan for the next few months, what am I going to do without like any access to a pool, how am I going to train, what our class is going to be like, all that stuff that everyone else goes through. Obviously, pandemic wasn't easy for anybody, but yeah, it's really just trying to take everything in stride and not overreact too much to what's going on in the world.
So you mentioned it was tough trying to find access to a pool. Were you able to finally figure out a way to train in Chicago, or what
It
did you?
was on and off. So during the summer, outdoor pools opened up. So I went back to my old club team, and we got to train like twice or three times a week. That got shut down, and then in the winter, some pools opened back up. So I'd get to go there with my club team, and then that got shut down. So it was a bunch of cycles of being able to swim, not being able to swim. Um, in terms of like staying active, I went back to my high school tennis coach, picked up tennis again, just to like do something and not be stuck in the house for 24 hours a day. But yeah, it was not something I was prepared for, and I don't know. You just sort of figure out a way to be active and do something.
Yeah. Um, so the summer's going on, summer 2020 is happening. There's a lot of uncertainty about whether what the school year is going to look like. What were some of the factors that kind of influenced your decision? I know some people took gap years. um, how did you come about making your decision about what you did for the um, 2020 school year?
Yeah, I don't know that a gap year was ever an option. I don't know if I had any like plans to do something outside of school. I think um, right now my focus was just going to class, and if there was ever an opportunity to come back on campus, I would take that. But yeah, I think it was just natural for me to stay in school and do online classes.
Hmm. So you were remote in the fall semester and then
Yeah,
on
that's right.
campus in the spring.
Right. Yeah.
What was it like coming back in the spring? I mean, you guys had a decent amount of swimmers on campus in the spring. I know you were able to do some time trials and get in the pool a lot. What was that like for you to at least be back and kind of not really competing, but around your team again?
Yeah, it was great. It was great to be around all my friends again, like not seeing them for almost a year. I missed them. So it was good to have like 2 hours a day in the pool with them and get to train, um, and have that routine back again of like going to class kind of online, and then going to practice. In terms of like online classes, I wouldn't say I was used to it, but I knew what to expect after going through that in the fall. Um, and obviously, living on campus was totally different because it wasn't at all like it would be in a normal year where you get to hang out with your friends in the library and the dining hall. Um, it felt very isolated in the dorm room, but it was definitely nice to be back with my teammates and coaches, and um, getting that opportunity to train again was great.
I do want to ask you whether in-person classes that you've had in the past or virtual classes that you've had in the last year and a half, what's a class that you have really enjoyed or really appreciated in your time at Swarthmore?
I think it was my first Latin class. So I took Latin all 4 years of high school. And that was just nice to take it at another level. We read a bunch of poetry, and the class size was small, so it was really engaging. Everyone participated, and my professor did a really good job of making class fun, which was great.
And who was that professor?
Professor Kyle Mahoney, the
Okay.
classics department.
Cool. We'll be sure to give him a good shout out
Yeah, for sure.
So Latin, not a language that people are speaking today. What are some of the benefits that you've seen from studying Latin?
Just studying the grammar, I think it's made me a better writer. I don't know if I'm the best writer out there. It's definitely not my strong suit, but yeah, just studying the language. I think it's just also something I enjoy. I enjoy reading Latin. I took Greek this past year. I've also enjoyed that. So something about ancient languages draws me to them.
Well, that's very cool. Did you say are you minoring in classics or ancient language?
Minor in classics, yeah.
Okay, awesome. Um, well, Horace, you were able to compete in the 2020 Centennial Conference Championship before everything shut down. And from what I remember, it seemed like you had a pretty successful championship there. I don't know if that would be one of the highlights of your time swimming at Swarthmore, but what would you say is one of your favorite moments or memories from being a swimmer at Swarthmore?
Yeah, for sure. I had a pretty good performance my sophomore year, but I think my favorite Swarthmore athletics memory would probably be my freshman year when we actually won the conference championship. That was just a real joy. I don't think I ever experienced winning as a team in high school or anywhere else. So that was just really great to see all of our hard work pay off and win as a team and be able to share that success with each other.
Well, that's awesome. If you're allowed to say, what did you guys do after winning the championship? Did you guys go crazy?
Other than jump in the pool, I think we were all pretty tired on the bus ride back to Swarthmore. So I think I went to bed after that. Yeah.
That's good. So you're a rising senior. What are you most looking forward to about your senior year this year?
I think we have the opportunity to do something really special as a team. So enjoying that process, hopefully achieving some success later on in the season, spending time with my teammates, my coaches. I know they put a lot of time and passion into this, so hopefully I can perform to the best of my ability, and I think I owe it to them to do that. And then enjoy my last few classes here at Swarthmore. I think I've enjoyed all of them, even online. I've had some really great professors here. So yeah, it's something I'm really looking forward to, excited about, a little nervous for sure that it's going to be my last year, but yeah, it's a lot to look forward to for sure.
That's great. I do want to ask you, are you doing research currently on campus now?
Yeah, I'm doing stat research with Professor Amanda Luby. It's in forensic science. So just got out of work a few minutes ago. But yeah.
What are some of the things you're kind of specifically looking at in that research?
We're looking at modeling the proficiency of like fingerprint examiners. So we have a lot of data from the FBI, running a lot of models, some coding, reading papers, all the fun stuff.
That's great. You're actually enjoying it?
Yeah, for sure, for sure. It's great. It's also great to like be in the same place as the people you're working with and not have to do it online.
Thanks for listening to this episode of the Swarthmore Athletics Podcast. If you like what you heard, please subscribe, leave us a 5-star review, and share it with your friends.